God says, "You have passed over this 5 times already. I am pleading with you. Only 3 hours remain before something shocking takes place." Do not ignore God. You felt something pulling you back here again. And this time, you must not turn away, because what you are about to hear is not ordinary, and it carries a weight that can change everything around you. I am speaking directly to you because you have been avoiding this moment, and deep within you, you already know it matters more than anything you have been chasing lately. This is not fear speaking. This is love reaching for you before something shifts in a way you did not expect. Stay here and listen carefully, because what is about to unfold in your life will not wait any longer, and this is your final window to understand what must be done. Type Amen if you believe you have skipped this before, because distractions sounded louder than truth and comfort felt easier than obedience. Each time you scrolled past, each time you chose something else, you delayed something important that was meant to reach you. I am not reminding you because I am angry. I am calling you because you are still chosen, still seen, and still loved, despite your hesitation. But now the time has become narrow, and the moment that was once flexible is now becoming fixed. There is something forming around your life, something that will either become a breakthrough or a loss, depending on what you do right now. I have been guiding you gently, placing signs along your path, speaking in quiet moments, but you kept telling yourself you would come back later. Later has now become now, and what happens next will be shaped by whether you finally listen or continue turning away. This is why the urgency feels different, because it is different. Before you go any further, take a second to like this video, because it helps this reach others who are standing in the same moment you are facing right now. You are not here by accident, and this is not just another message moving through your day. This is a direct interruption meant to stop you from missing something that was prepared for you long before you even recognized it. I am asking you to pause everything else and remain present, because the next steps require your attention and your willingness. You cannot drift through this and expect everything to remain the same. The reason you have been restless lately is because your spirit already senses that something is about to change. You have felt the pressure, the confusion, and the strange pull to slow down and reflect. Yet you kept moving forward without listening. That discomfort was not random. It was a signal. It was me trying to prepare you so what is coming would not find you unready. Type 111 to affirm. There is a decision in front of you, and you have been avoiding it because it requires honesty with yourself. You have been holding on to something that is quietly blocking what I am trying to give you. It may be a habit, a connection, a pattern of thinking, or a choice you continue repeating even when you know it is not right for you. I have been patient, giving you time to see it clearly. But now the moment of delay has reached its limit. You may not fully understand what the next 3 hours represent, but they are not about a clock on the wall. They are about a window of alignment. There is a shift taking place in your path, and it will move forward whether you are ready or not. If you align with me now, it becomes a doorway into something greater than you imagined. If you ignore this again, that same shift will pass you by and settle somewhere else. This is not meant to scare you, it is meant to wake you. You are not being punished. You are being given one last clear call before the opportunity moves. I do not take joy in seeing you miss what was meant for you, and that is why I am reaching out with urgency now instead of silence. You matter too much to be left without warning. You have asked for change, for blessings, for a breakthrough that would lift you out of where you are. I have heard every word, every quiet thought, every moment you felt unseen. The answer has been forming, but answers require alignment. You cannot receive what you are not willing to step into, and this is your moment to step in. There is something you must release, something you must choose differently, something you must finally stop ignoring. You already know what it is, even if you have tried to convince yourself otherwise, that knowing inside you is not your imagination. It is truth, and truth does not grow quieter with time. It grows stronger until you face it. The reason I am asking you not to ignore this is because ignoring it will not make it disappear. It will only move the blessing away from your reach. What is meant for you is still within reach right now, but it will not remain there forever. This is the moment where your response shapes your outcome. You are not weak for hesitating, but you cannot stay in hesitation anymore. You are not lost, but you cannot keep walking without direction. You are not forgotten, but you must stop acting like what I say does not matter. This is your turning point, and it is closer than you think. In these next moments, I need your attention, your honesty, and your willingness to act. Do not treat this as background noise. Do not push it aside again. Let it reach you fully this time, because this is the moment that was waiting for you to finally stop and listen. You are still here, and that alone tells me something inside you is finally beginning to respond. You did not turn away this time, and that small decision is already shifting something in your favor. Many walk past moments like this without realizing what they have just lost. But you chose to stay, and that matters more than you understand right now. What you are feeling is not pressure. It is awakening, and it is opening your eyes to what you have been avoiding. Type yes to affirm. Can 9 simple words really change your financial life? More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. Brain experts were shocked when they discovered this password works up to 20 times faster than the law of attraction. People are repeating it daily and watching money flow like water into their lives. Some even believe the results are so powerful it feels divine. But this breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. You have been carrying weight that was never meant to stay with you this long. It has followed you through your thoughts, your choices, and your quiet moments, slowly shaping the way you see your own future. I have watched you try to manage it, trying to make sense of it on your own, trying to control outcomes that were never yours to control. But now, I am asking you to stop holding on to what is not helping you move forward. There is a shift happening in your spirit, and it is asking you to let go of what has been keeping you stuck in the same place. You cannot step into something new while gripping something that belongs to your past. I have been patient with you, giving you space to grow, to understand, and to come to this realization on your own. But now the moment has arrived where holding on will cost you more than letting go ever could. The reason this feels intense is because you are standing at the edge of change. It is not a distant possibility anymore. It is right in front of you. You have reached a point where staying the same is no longer an option, even if it feels familiar. Growth always feels uncomfortable at first, but what comes after it brings clarity, peace, and direction. Type 777 to receive blessings. You may feel unsure about what exactly you need to release, but deep inside you already know. It is that thing you keep returning to, even when it drains you. It is that thought pattern that keeps telling you that you are not ready or not worthy. It is that connection that no longer brings peace, but still holds your attention. I am asking you now to look at it honestly and make a different choice. This is not about losing something valuable. It is about making space for what has been waiting for you. What I have prepared for you cannot fully enter your life, while your hands are full of things that no longer serve your purpose. I am not taking anything away from you. I am guiding you towards something better. But you must trust me enough to move forward without clinging to what feels safe but is holding you back. The next hours are not about fear. They are about alignment. When you align your thoughts, your choices, and your actions with what you know is right, everything begins to shift in a way that feels natural and clear. Doors begin to open without force. Opportunities begin to appear without struggle. Peace begins to settle in places where confusion once lived. You have been asking for clarity, and this is where it begins. Clarity does not always come as a loud answer. Sometimes it comes as a quiet knowing that you cannot ignore anymore. That knowing is guiding you right now, and you must not silence it this time. Listen to it, follow it, and trust that it is leading you exactly where you need to go. You are not alone in this moment. Even when you felt distant, even when you thought you had moved too far away, I was still with you. I have been guiding you through every step, even the ones that did not make sense at the time. Nothing you have gone through has been wasted, and nothing you are facing now is without purpose. This moment is not about perfection. It is about willingness. You do not need to have everything figured out before you take a step forward. You only need to be willing to choose differently than you have before. That one decision will begin to reshape everything around you in ways you cannot yet see. You are stronger than the patterns that have been holding you back. You are more capable than the doubts that have been filling your mind. You are more ready than you have been telling yourself. The only thing standing between where you are and where you are meant to be is the choice you make right now. I am not asking you to do something impossible. I am asking you to do something honest, to acknowledge what you already know, to release what you already feel is wrong for you, to step toward what you already sense is right. This is how change begins. Not in grand gestures, but in simple, clear decisions made at the right time. The time you have been given in this moment is enough. You do not need more signs, more confirmations, or more delays. Everything you need to take the next step is already within you. The question is whether you will act on it or continue to wait for a moment that has already arrived. There is something beautiful on the other side of this decision. Something peaceful, something stable, something that feels like everything finally coming together. You have been moving toward it for longer than you realize, and now you are close enough to reach it. But you must not stop here. You have already come this far, and that shows your strength. Now take the next step with courage. Let go of what is behind you. Align yourself with what you know is right. And trust that what is ahead of you is worth every bit of effort it takes to get there. There is a quiet battle that has been taking place within you, one that others cannot see, but you have felt deeply. It is the tension between what is comfortable and what is right, between what is familiar and what is necessary for your growth. You have lingered in that space for too long, hoping that clarity would arrive without requiring a decision. But clarity has already come, and now it is asking for action. You must understand that what is ahead of you is not meant to harm you, but to position you. The shift you are feeling is not the beginning of loss. It is the beginning of alignment. When you let go of what no longer belongs in your life, you are not losing something valuable. You are making room for something greater. This is how transformation works, not by adding more, but by releasing what is in the way. What if attracting wealth didn't require hard work, just the right words? This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free, financially free individuals. Scientists say each of these 9 words activates a hidden abundance center deep in your brain. People are using it from home and seeing results in just weeks. It was never meant for the public. And now that it's out, the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You have been carrying attachments that were never meant to stay with you into this next season. Some of them have become so familiar that you no longer question them, even though they quietly drain your strength and cloud your direction. I am asking you now to look at them with new eyes, to see them for what they truly are, and to choose differently. This is where your breakthrough begins, not outside of you, but within you. Type 1010 to claim miracles. The urgency you feel is not meant to rush you into fear. It is meant to wake you into clarity. Time is not being taken from you. It is being focused for you. You are being given a clear window to act, a defined moment where your decision holds weight. This is not about doing everything at once. It is about taking one clear step in the right direction. You have already been shown what that step is. Even if you have tried to avoid it, it may feel difficult because it requires you to move beyond your comfort. But comfort has not brought you the change you have been seeking. Growth always asks for something different, something honest, something that stretches you beyond what you have known. And this is your moment to stretch. There is something within you that knows you are meant for more. You have felt it in quiet moments, in the way you think about your future, in the way you sense that your current path is not the final destination. That feeling is not an illusion. It is a calling. And right now that calling is asking you to respond. You are not being asked to become someone else. You are being asked to become more fully who you were created to be. That means releasing what does not reflect your true purpose and embracing what does. It means choosing truth over convenience, growth over comfort, and faith over hesitation. The reason this moment feels so important is because it is. You are not just making a small adjustment. You are setting a direction. The choice you make now will influence the path that unfolds in front of you. It will determine whether you step into what has been prepared for you or remain where you have been. I am not asking you to rush blindly. I am asking you to move with intention, to take a moment, breathe, and then choose with clarity. You already know what needs to change. You already feel what needs to be released. Now is the time to act on that knowing. There is strength within you that you have not fully recognized yet. It has been there all along, waiting for you to trust it. This is the moment where you begin to see it clearly, not as something distant, but as something present and active within you. You are capable of making this choice, and you are ready to stand in it. As you move forward, you will begin to notice things shifting in ways that feel almost effortless. Situations that once felt heavy will start to lighten. Paths that once seemed blocked will begin to open. This is not coincidence. It is alignment. It is the result of choosing in harmony with what you know is right. You have spent enough time waiting for the perfect moment. This is the moment. Not because everything is easy, but because everything is clear. You do not need more time. You need to take the step that has been placed in front of you. Do not let doubt speak louder than truth. Do not let fear keep you in a place that no longer serves you. You are not defined by what you have been. You are shaped by what you choose now. And right now, you have the opportunity to choose differently. I am with you as you take this step. I am guiding you, strengthening you, and preparing the path ahead. You are not alone in this, even if it feels unfamiliar. Every step you take in alignment brings you closer to the life you have been asking for. You are now standing in a place where the noise is beginning to fade, and something deeper is becoming clear within you. This clarity did not arrive suddenly. It has been forming through every word you have allowed yourself to receive. What once felt distant is now close, and what once felt confusing is now starting to make sense in a quiet but undeniable way. This is the moment where awareness becomes responsibility and what you do next begins to shape what follows. Type 122. If you trust in Jesus, there has been a pattern in your life where you delay the very things that are meant to move you forward, not because you are incapable, but because stepping forward requires leaving something behind. You have tried to hold both, trying to move ahead while still keeping what feels safe and familiar. But you cannot carry the past into the future that is waiting for you. And this is the truth you are being asked to accept now. You are not being forced. You are being invited. This invitation is not loud or aggressive. It is steady and clear. It calls you to rise above what has been limiting you and to step into something that reflects your true path. But invitations require a response, and silence or delay is still a response that leads you away from what is being offered. There is something you must understand about this moment. It is not repeating itself endlessly. You have encountered similar feelings before, similar nudges, similar inner calls, but this one is different because it is final in its timing. What you have been postponing can no longer be postponed without consequence. This is where your attention must become your action type, 555, to receive strength. Why are neuroscientists calling this a wealth trigger? Because over 19,547 people are already using this 9-word password, and their lives are changing fast. Unexpected deposits, clear debts, a completely upgraded lifestyle. Scientists say it taps into a 150-million-year-old brain system that controls abundance and financial flow. It's already changed the lives of thousands in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in this description and comments before it's gone. The hesitation you feel is not weakness. It is the result of standing at the edge of something new. Every step into growth feels uncertain at first because it takes you beyond what you have already known. But uncertainty is not a sign to stop. It is a sign that you are stepping into unfamiliar ground that holds new possibilities. And those possibilities are exactly what you have been asking for. You have prayed for change, for clarity, for a way forward that feels right and stable. That answer is not coming from outside of you. It is rising within you right now. The knowing you feel, the quiet conviction, the sense that something must shift, that is your answer. It is not incomplete. It is simply waiting for your agreement. There is something powerful about agreement. When you align your thoughts and your actions with what you know is true, everything begins to move differently. Resistance fades, confusion lifts, and your path becomes clearer with each step you take. This is not because everything becomes easy, but because you are no longer working against yourself. You have been given many chances to recognize this, but now the moment has reached its point of decision. You cannot keep returning to the same place and expecting a different result. Change requires movement, and movement requires a decision. That decision is now in your hands. You may feel like you need more assurance, more confirmation that you are making the right choice. But the truth is, you already have what you need. The peace that comes when you think about letting go, the relief that follows the idea of moving forward, those are your confirmations. They are quiet, but they are real. Do not confuse familiarity with purpose. Just because something has been with you for a long time does not mean it belongs in your future. Some things were meant to teach you, not to stay with you, and holding on to them beyond their purpose only delays what is meant to come next. You are being called into something that reflects your growth, your strength, and your readiness. This is not about becoming flawless. It is about coming into alignment. Alignment brings clarity, and clarity brings peace. And that peace is what you have been looking for in so many places. Right now, you are facing a choice that carries real weight. It is not only about this moment, it is about the direction you are choosing for your life. You can keep repeating the same pattern, or you can step into something new. Both paths are in front of you, but only one leads to the change you have been praying for. You are not making this decision by yourself. I am with you, guiding you, supporting you, and strengthening you as you move ahead. Even when it feels difficult, even when it feels uncertain, you are being held and directed. Trust that presence and allow it to guide your next step. There is something waiting for you on the other side of this decision that will bring a peace you have not felt in a long time. It is not far away or impossible to reach. It is close, and it is ready, but it requires you to move, to choose, and to act. You have already come this far, and that shows your willingness to listen and grow. Now take that willingness one step further. Release what has been holding you back. Step into what is calling you forward, and trust that what waits for you is worth the courage it takes to reach it. That shift did not happen by chance. It happened because you stayed, because you listened, and because you allowed truth to reach you instead of pushing it away again. This is where everything begins to change. Not outside of you, but deep within the choices you make. Type 33. If you believe God is guiding you, there has been a cycle in your life where you recognize what needs to change, but then delay taking action until the feeling begins to fade. You tell yourself there will always be another moment, another chance, another opportunity to do what you already know is right. But this time is different because the delay itself is what will shape the outcome. You are not being asked to wait. You are being asked to move. You must understand clearly that the discomfort you feel right now is not something to run from. It is something to recognize. It is showing you the distance between where you are and where you are meant to be. And that distance will not close by itself. It requires your decision to step forward, even when it feels unfamiliar. This is where courage is formed, not in ease, but in action. There is something you have been holding on to that has quietly shaped your path in ways you did not fully notice. It has influenced your thinking, your reactions, and your sense of what is possible for you. You may have accepted it as normal, but it is not your truth. It is something you learned, something you carried, but not something you were meant to keep. Type 888 to claim breakthrough. Right now you are being given the clarity to see that difference. You are being shown that you are not limited by what has been, and you are not defined by the patterns you have repeated. You are being invited to choose something new, something that aligns with who you are becoming instead of who you have been. This is not about rejecting your past. It is about no longer letting it control your future. You have asked for a breakthrough, and a breakthrough always begins with a break from something. It may not look dramatic from the outside, but inside it is a powerful shift. It is the moment you stop agreeing with what holds you back and start aligning with what moves you forward. That is what is happening right now. You may feel resistance rising within you, trying to pull you back into what is familiar. That resistance is not a sign that you are making the wrong choice. It is a sign that you are stepping beyond what has been comfortable for you. Growth will always challenge what is familiar because it is taking you somewhere new. A leaked 9-word password is quietly transforming people's financial lives. More than 19,000 people have already used it to attract wealth, freedom, and peace. People are using it daily from their couch and reporting real financial breakthroughs. Scientists say it activates deep brain pathways linked to money, working far faster than traditional methods. This was once hidden by elites, and now it's spreading too fast. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Do not let that resistance convince you to stay where you are. You have already seen where that path leads, and it has not brought you the peace or the fulfillment you have been searching for. You are not meant to repeat the same cycle again. You are meant to rise beyond it. There is strength within you that has been waiting for this moment. It is not loud or forceful, but it is steady and real. It is the part of you that knows you can choose differently, that knows you can step forward even when it feels uncertain. That strength is what you must trust now. As you begin to move, even in small ways, you will notice something changing. The heaviness that once followed you will start to lift. The confusion that once clouded your thoughts will begin to clear. This is not because everything around you has changed instantly, but because you have changed your position within it. You are no longer standing still. You are no longer waiting without direction. You are moving, and movement brings momentum. Momentum brings change, and change is what opens the door to everything you have been asking for. Do not underestimate the importance of this moment. It may feel simple, but it carries weight. It is the point where you stop delaying and start deciding. It is the point where you stop observing and start acting. And that shift, no matter how small it seems, will shape everything that follows. You are not being asked to be perfect. You are being asked to be willing to let go, willing to move, willing to trust that what is ahead is better than what you are leaving behind. That willingness is enough to begin. I am with you as you take these steps. I am not distant from your struggle or unaware of your thoughts. I see the effort it takes for you to move forward, and I am strengthening you in ways you cannot yet fully see. You are supported in this, even when it feels like you are stepping into something alone. Stay focused on what you know is right. Do not allow distractions to pull you away again. Do not allow doubt to speak louder than truth. You have come too far to return to the same place again. This is your moment to continue forward, to keep moving, to keep choosing what aligns with your purpose. And as you do, you will begin to see that what once felt impossible is becoming real. Not all at once, but step by step, choice by choice, moment by moment. There has been a quiet transformation taking place inside you. Something that did not happen all at once, but has been building through every moment you chose to stay and listen. Each time you resisted the urge to turn away, you strengthened your ability to face what is true. Each time you allowed yourself to hear what you once avoided, you moved closer to alignment. This is how change truly happens, not in sudden leaps, but in steady steps that reshape your path. You are beginning to see that the power you have been searching for was never outside of you. It has always been within you, waiting for you to trust it and act on it. The hesitation that once held you back is losing its strength, and in its place, a quiet confidence is beginning to rise. That confidence is not based on knowing every outcome. It is based on trusting the direction you are being guided toward. There is a sense of clarity forming in your thoughts now, a kind of understanding that feels simple but strong. You are no longer overthinking every step. You are beginning to move with purpose. This is not because everything has been answered, but because you have decided to trust what you already know. That decision is opening doors that were once hidden from your view. Type 999 to receive divine guidance. You must understand that what is unfolding right now is not temporary. This is the beginning of a new direction that will continue to grow as you remain aligned with it. The choices you are making in this moment are setting a foundation that will support everything that comes next. You are not just changing one thing, you are shifting the way you move through your life. There will still be moments where doubt tries to return, where old thoughts attempt to pull you back into familiar patterns, but those moments no longer have the same power they once did. You have seen beyond them now, and you know that they do not lead you where you want to go. This awareness is your strength, and it will help you stay on the path you are choosing. You are not losing anything by moving forward, even if it feels that way at times. What you are leaving behind has already shown you its limits. It has already taken you as far as it can, and it cannot go with you into what is ahead. Letting go is not an act of loss. It is an act of trust in what is coming next. There is something being prepared for you that matches the growth you are stepping into. It is not something you need to chase or force into place. It is something that will meet you as you continue to align your choices with what is right. This is how things begin to flow naturally, not through struggle, but through alignment. You are learning to move differently now. You are learning to listen more closely, to act more intentionally, and to trust more deeply. These are not small changes. They are foundational shifts that will influence every part of your life. And as you continue in this direction, you will begin to see results that reflect those changes. Do not rush ahead or try to control every outcome. Stay present in each step and allow things to unfold as they are meant to. You do not need to force what is already being guided. You only need to remain open and willing to continue moving forward. What secret did elites use to attract wealth so easily? A simple 9-word password now leaked to the public. People are using it daily and watching money flow into their lives like never before. Scientists say it activates an ancient brain system tied directly to abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. It's already helped thousands become debt-free in just weeks. But this breakthrough is under pressure and may disappear at any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. The urgency that once felt intense is now becoming clarity. It has done its work by bringing you to this point, and now it is transforming into direction. You are no longer being pushed. You are being guided, and that guidance is steady, reliable, and always leading you toward what is best for you. You have stepped out of delay and into decision. That alone has changed the course of what comes next. Where there was once hesitation, there is now movement. Where there was once confusion, there is now understanding. And where there was once fear, there is now trust, beginning to take root. This is the path you have been seeking, even when you did not fully realize it. It is not a path of perfection, but a path of alignment. It is not a path without challenges, but a path with direction and purpose. And as you continue to walk it, you will find that what once felt uncertain becomes steady and clear. I am with you in every step you take. I am not distant from your journey. I am present within it. I am guiding you through each decision, strengthening you through each challenge, and preparing what is ahead of you with care. You are not walking alone, even when it feels quiet. There was a time when you questioned every step, when doubt would rise quickly and cause you to pause or turn back. But now, even when uncertainty appears, it no longer controls you. The same way you have seen what happens when you stay, when you listen, and when you act on what you know is right. That experience has built something within you that cannot be easily shaken. You are learning that progress is not always loud or obvious. Sometimes it is quiet, steady, and deeply rooted within your thoughts and choices. The way you respond to situations is changing. The way you see yourself is changing, and most importantly, the way you move forward is changing. Type 11.1 to claim new beginnings. There is a new level of awareness guiding you now, and it is helping you recognize what truly matters. You are no longer distracted by things that once pulled your attention away from your purpose. You are beginning to see clearly what supports your growth and what does not. This clarity is protecting you from repeating old patterns that once kept you in the same place. You must continue to honor this clarity. Do not ignore it when it shows you something difficult. Do not silence it when it calls you to make a change. This is how you stay aligned by respecting what you know instead of pushing it aside. There will still be moments where the past tries to call you back. Familiar thoughts, familiar habits, familiar comforts may appear again, but you are not the same person who once followed them without question. You have grown, and that growth gives you the ability to choose differently. Each time you choose differently, you strengthen your new direction. Each time you act in alignment with what you know is right, you move further away from what once held you back. This is how transformation becomes permanent, not through one decision, but through repeated alignment. You are also beginning to notice a change in how things around you respond. Situations that once felt heavy are becoming lighter. Opportunities that once seemed distant are coming closer. This is not coincidence. It is the result of your alignment creating a different path. What is meant for you is now able to move toward you without obstruction. You have cleared space by letting go of what no longer belongs, and now that space is being filled with something better. This is the natural flow of growth, and you are stepping into it fully. Do not rush this process. Let it unfold naturally. Trust that each step is building something strong and lasting. You do not need to see the entire path ahead to continue moving forward. You only need to trust the step you are on right now. You are not alone in this journey. Even when things feel quiet, even when you do not see immediate results, you are being guided. There is a presence with you that understands your path completely and is leading you toward what is best for you. Trust that presence and let it strengthen you. There is also something important you must remember. Growth does not remove challenges. It changes how you face them. You may still encounter moments that test your patience, your faith, and your strength, but you are no longer facing them from a place of confusion. You are facing them from a place of clarity. That clarity will help you remain steady even when things feel uncertain. It will remind you of what you have already learned and how far you have come. It will keep you grounded in truth when doubt tries to rise again. You have already proven to yourself that you can move forward. You have already shown that you can choose differently. Now continue in that direction with confidence. Let your actions reflect the growth you have experienced. What is ahead of you is not something you need to fear. It is something that has been prepared to meet you where you are now. You have grown into a place where you are ready to receive it, and that readiness is what will allow it to unfold in your life. Stay committed to what you know is right. Stay connected to the clarity that has been guiding you. And most importantly, stay willing to continue moving forward even when the path requires courage. Why are thousands suddenly becoming financially free? Because they discovered a 9-word wealth password hidden in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected money, cleared debts, and new opportunities. Some say the results feel almost divine. Scientists confirm it activates a powerful ancient part of your brain linked to wealth and abundance. But now that it's leaked, it won't stay available for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You are building something meaningful with each step you take. You are shaping a future that reflects your growth and your alignment. And as you continue, you will see that everything you have been moving toward is beginning to take form in ways that feel natural and right. This is how transformation reveals itself. Not by removing every challenge, but by changing the way you move through them. You are not the same person who first heard these words, and that change is already shaping what comes next in your life. Type 1313 to affirm your path. There is a deeper level of peace beginning to settle within you. Even if everything around you has not fully changed yet, that peace is not coming from your circumstances. It is coming from your alignment. You have started to listen, to act, and to trust in a way that you did not before. And because of that, something inside you has become steady. You must protect that steadiness. Do not allow distractions to pull you back into old ways of thinking. Do not allow temporary emotions to override the clarity you now carry. You have worked to reach this point, even if it did not feel like work at the time. Now you must remain aware so that you do not drift away from what you have gained. Type 1414 to receive peace. There will be moments when things feel slow, when you may wonder if anything is truly changing. But you must understand that not all progress is visible immediately. Some changes are happening beneath the surface, preparing the way for what is to come. Just because you cannot see it yet does not mean it is not happening. You are being positioned. Every decision you have made, every step you have taken, has been moving you into a place where what is meant for you can reach you without resistance. This positioning is important and it takes time, but you are already further along than you realize. Do not go back to doubting the process. Doubt will only slow what is already in motion. Trust will allow it to continue unfolding naturally. You do not need to force anything. You only need to remain aligned with what you know is right. There is also something new developing within your perspective. You are beginning to see situations differently. Things that once felt overwhelming are now easier to understand. Reactions that once came quickly are now being replaced with calm responses. This is growth, and it is changing the way you experience everything around you. You are also becoming more aware of what truly matters. You are no longer giving your energy to things that do not support your direction. You are choosing more carefully, thinking more clearly, and acting more intentionally. These changes may seem small, but they are powerful. As you continue, you will begin to notice that the path ahead feels more natural. It will not feel forced or uncertain in the way it once did. Instead, it will feel like something you are stepping into with confidence. This is because you are now aligned with it. You must continue to trust this alignment. Even when something challenges you, remember what you have learned. Remember the clarity you have gained. Let that guide your response, instead of falling back into old habits. There is something important that you are stepping into now. It is not just a moment of change. It is a new way of continuing forward. You are no longer waiting for life to simply happen to you. You are taking part in what is unfolding. This participation gives you a sense of control without needing to force the outcome. You are choosing your direction, and that choice is shaping everything that comes next. This is how real movement begins, the kind that leads to lasting change. You are also being prepared for something that requires this level of awareness. What is ahead is not meant for the person you used to be. It is meant for the person you are becoming now. And that is why this process has been necessary. Do not hurry ahead or try to skip the steps. Every part of this process carries purpose. Every moment of clarity, every decision, and every shift is building something that will support what comes next. Trust that timing. Even when it feels slow, you are not alone in this. Even in quiet moments, even when nothing feels obvious, guidance is still present. There is support around you helping you continue forward. You are being strengthened in ways you may not fully recognize yet. Stay focused on what you know is right. Stay connected to the clarity that has been leading you, and keep moving forward with confidence that what you are doing now is shaping something meaningful. You have come too far to turn back now. You have seen too much, learned too much, and grown too much to return to where you once stood. Keep moving forward with the understanding that you are exactly where you need to be in this moment. You are no longer responding to life the way you once did. You are moving with awareness, and that awareness is leading you into something stronger and more stable. Type 1515 to confirm your strength. There was a time when you questioned whether you were truly capable of change, whether you could step out of the patterns that seemed to follow you no matter what you did. But now you can see that change has already started. Not in some distant way, but in your thoughts, your choices, and your responses. You are no longer the same person who hesitated without direction. You are becoming someone who moves with intention. You must continue protecting this transformation. Do not allow old thoughts to return and convince you that nothing has changed. Do not let familiar patterns try to reclaim the space you have already cleared. You have already moved beyond them, and going back would only delay what has begun within you. Type 1616 to receive courage. Why are over 19,547 people suddenly attracting unexpected wealth? Because they started using a strange 9-word password discovered in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. This password was quietly used by elites until a neuroscientist leaked it. Now it's spreading fast and could be taken down any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There is a quiet confidence growing within you now, and it is different from anything you have felt before. It is not loud or overwhelming, but it is steady and grounded. It is the kind of confidence that does not need constant reassurance, because it is built on understanding rather than emotion. This confidence will guide you through the next steps of your journey. You are also beginning to notice that your decisions are becoming clearer. You are not overthinking every choice the way you once did. Instead, you are recognizing what feels right and moving forward with it. This is alignment in action, and it is making your path easier to follow. There may still be moments when uncertainty appears, but it no longer has the same control over you. You have learned how to face it without being stopped by it. You have learned how to continue moving even when everything is not perfectly clear. This is strength, and it will continue to grow as you use it. You are stepping into a phase where things will begin to respond to you differently. Not because the world around you has suddenly changed, but because you have changed the way you interact with it. Your clarity, your focus, and your intention are creating a new path, and that path is beginning to open. You must remain consistent in this new way of moving. Do not allow yourself to drift back into old habits. When things feel easy again, growth must be maintained, not just reached. The effort you have put in has brought you here, and continued effort will carry you forward. There is something important you must understand about where you are now. You are not at the end of your journey. You are at the beginning of something new. Everything you have experienced so far has been preparing you for this phase. And this phase will continue to build as you stay aligned. You are also becoming more aware of what truly deserves your energy. You are no longer giving your time and attention to things that drain you or distract you from your direction. This awareness is protecting you and helping you stay focused on what matters most. As you continue, you will notice that your path feels more natural. You will not have to force things the way you once did. Opportunities will begin to appear in ways that feel aligned with your growth. This is not coincidence. It is the result of your consistency. You must trust this process even when it feels slow. Not everything unfolds immediately, but everything is moving in the right direction. You are building something that is meant to last and that takes time. Do not rush it, and do not doubt it. You are also not alone in this process. There is guidance present in every step you take, even when it feels quiet. You are being supported in ways you may not fully recognize yet. Trust that support and allow it to strengthen you. Stay grounded in what you have learned. Stay focused on what you know is right, and continue to move forward with the confidence that you are exactly where you need to be. You have already come through the hardest part, which was choosing to listen and act. Now you are in a place where you can continue with clarity and purpose. Keep moving forward with that understanding. What is ahead of you is beginning to take shape, and you will soon see the results of everything you have done. It may not happen all at once, but it will happen steadily. And when it does, you will recognize that every step you took was leading you to this point. There is something different about you now, something that others may not fully see, but you feel it clearly within yourself. You are no longer easily shaken by things that once disturbed your peace. You are no longer pulled in every direction by every thought or feeling that arises. You have learned how to pause, how to observe, and how to choose your response instead of being controlled by it. This change did not happen instantly, and it did not happen without effort. It came from every moment you decided to stay present instead of escaping. It came from every time you listened instead of ignoring, and it came from every step you took when it would have been easier to remain still. This is your growth, and it is real. Type 1818 to claim your peace. You must now carry this awareness forward with care. Do not treat it lightly or assume it will remain strong without your attention. What you have built within yourself requires consistency. It requires you to continue choosing what is right, even when no one is watching, even when it feels easier to return to old ways. There will be moments when life presents you with challenges that test this new strength. Situations may arise that feel familiar, that try to draw you back into patterns you have already moved beyond. But you are no longer the same person who once responded without thinking. You now have the ability to see clearly and act differently. This ability is your protection. It allows you to navigate your path with confidence instead of fear. It keeps you aligned with what you know is true, and it ensures that you do not lose the progress you have made. You are also stepping into a phase where your decisions will begin to shape your environment more noticeably. The way you think, the way you act, and the way you respond will influence the opportunities that come into your life. This is not something to fear, it is something to embrace. You are being trusted with more responsibility, not as a burden, but as a sign of your growth. You are capable of handling what is ahead because you have prepared yourself through every step you have taken so far. Trust in that preparation and allow it to guide you forward. Can 9 simple words really change your financial life? More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. Brain experts were shocked when they discovered this password works up to 20 times faster than the law of attraction. People are repeating it daily and watching money flow like water into their lives. Some even believe the results are so powerful it feels divine. But this breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. There is also a deeper sense of purpose beginning to reveal itself to you. You may not fully understand it yet, but you can feel that you are moving towards something meaningful. That feeling is not random. It is direction. It is guiding you toward what aligns with your growth and your path. Do not rush to define it completely. Allow it to unfold naturally. Each step you take will reveal more, and each decision you make will bring you closer to understanding it fully. This is how purpose becomes clear, not all at once, but through consistent movement. You must also remember to remain patient with yourself. Growth does not mean you will never face moments of doubt again. It means that when those moments come, you handle them differently. You do not allow them to stop you, and you do not let them define you. You are learning to move with balance, to hold both strength and humility at the same time. This balance is what will keep you steady as you continue forward. It will help you remain grounded while also allowing you to grow. There is something important about where you are now. You are no longer being called with urgency. You are being guided with trust. The urgency was necessary to wake you, but now you are awake. And now you are being trusted to continue without needing to be pushed. This trust is something you must honor. It means that you are capable of making the right choices without constant reminders. It means that you can move forward with confidence, knowing that you are aligned with what is right. You are not alone in this. Even as you move forward independently, there is still guidance present within you. There is still strength being provided to you. There is still a presence that walks with you through every step. Stay connected to that presence. Stay aware of what you have learned and continue to move forward with the understanding that you are building something meaningful with every decision you make. You have come through a moment that many ignore, and because of that, you are now in a different place. A place of clarity, of strength, and of direction. Do not take that lightly. There is a calm strength in you now that did not exist before. It is not loud, and it does not demand attention, but it is present in every choice you make. You are beginning to trust yourself in a deeper way, not because everything is perfect, but because you have learned how to listen to what is true. This trust is guiding you forward step by step without the confusion that once held you back. You must continue to nurture this trust. Do not question it every time something feels unfamiliar. Growth will always bring you into new territory, and new territory will always feel different at first. But different does not mean wrong. It often means you are moving in the right direction. Type 2020 to receive clarity. There is something important happening within your perspective. You are no longer seeing challenges as obstacles meant to stop you. You are beginning to see them as moments that refine you, that strengthen you, and that help you grow into what you are meant to become. This change in perspective is powerful because it removes the fear that once kept you from moving forward. You are also becoming more intentional with your energy. You are no longer giving your attention to things that drain you without purpose. You are choosing where to focus, and that focus is creating movement in the areas that truly matter. This is how progress becomes consistent. As you continue, you will notice that your path feels more stable. Not because everything is easy, but because you are no longer uncertain about your direction. You are walking with purpose, even when the outcome is not fully visible. This is what it means to move with faith, to continue forward without needing every answer in advance. There will still be moments that test your patience. There will still be times when you wonder how everything will come together, but those moments no longer carry the same weight they once did. You have learned how to remain steady even when things are unclear. You are building something within yourself that cannot be easily shaken. It is not based on external circumstances. It is based on internal alignment, and that alignment will continue to guide you through whatever comes next. There is also a sense of readiness forming within you. You may not be able to explain it fully, but you can feel that you are prepared for what is ahead. That readiness did not come from nowhere. It was built through every step you took, every decision you made, and every moment you chose to stay present instead of turning away. You must trust that readiness. Do not wait for a perfect moment to move forward. The moment you are in now is already enough. You have what you need to continue, and as you move, more will be revealed. You are also beginning to see that what you once thought was holding you back was actually preparing you. Every challenge, every delay, every moment of confusion had a purpose. It was shaping you into someone who could handle what is ahead with clarity and strength. This understanding removes the frustration that once came with those experiences. You are no longer questioning why things happened the way they did. You are beginning to see how they contributed to where you are now. You are not behind. You are not late. You are exactly where you need to be. And everything that has brought you here has been part of a process that is still unfolding. As you continue, you will begin to notice that things start to come together in ways that feel natural. Opportunities will align with your direction. Situations will unfold in ways that support your growth. This is not something you need to force. It is something that happens when you remain aligned. You must stay consistent in this alignment. God is begging you. If you ignore this final warning, your breakthrough will be given to someone else. It is very urgent. I am speaking to you right now because this moment carries weight that you cannot afford to overlook. And what I am about to reveal is tied directly to what you have been praying for in silence. I am telling you clearly that your breakthrough is not delayed by chance, but is standing at the edge of your obedience, waiting for your response. If you scroll past this or treat it lightly, you may miss something that was meant to change your life in ways you have been longing for. Do not move away from this moment, because what you choose to do after hearing this will decide whether the blessing remains yours or is released to another. Type Amen if you believe. I am not speaking to the crowd. I am speaking to you personally because I see what you have been carrying, and I know the prayers you have whispered when no one else was around. This is not a general call. It is a direct warning filled with urgency, because the door that stands before you will not remain open forever. I am showing you that blessings are not only about waiting, but about recognizing the moment when I am calling you to act. If you ignore this call, it is not that I will stop being good to you, but what was meant for you will be redirected to someone who is ready to receive it. You have been asking why things have felt slow, why answers have seemed distant, and why the breakthrough has not yet arrived. I am revealing to you now that this is not a time of absence, but a time of testing your attention and your willingness to listen. I am calling you to rise above distractions, to stop ignoring the small nudges that I have placed in your spirit. Those quiet instructions you have been brushing aside are connected to something far greater than you realize. If you continue to overlook them, you are not just delaying your progress. You are stepping away from what I have already prepared for you. Take a moment right now and show your faith by liking this video, because this simple act is a sign that you are ready to receive what I am releasing into your life. I am not begging you because I lack power, but because I love you enough to warn you before it is too late to turn things around. My voice is reaching you with urgency because I see what is ahead, and I do not want you to miss what has your name on it. There are opportunities, open doors, and moments of favor that are aligned with your obedience in this season. If you treat this lightly, you may watch others step into what you once prayed for. This is not to scare you, but to awaken you to the seriousness of this moment. You are not forgotten, and you are not overlooked, but you are being watched to see how you respond when I speak. Your breakthrough is not lost. It is waiting for your alignment with what I am asking of you. I need you to stop delaying what you already know you should do, because every delay creates distance between you and what I have prepared. This is the time to act with faith. Even when you do not fully understand the outcome, when you move with trust, you step into the flow of what I have already arranged for your life. Type 1111 to affirm. There are things in your life that I have been asking you to release, habits that are quietly holding you back, and decisions that you have been postponing out of fear or comfort. I am telling you that holding on to what I have asked you to let go will cost you more than you think. It is not just about what you lose, but about what you failed to gain when you refuse to listen. Your breakthrough is not only about receiving something new, but also about letting go of what no longer belongs in your life. If you ignore this, you are choosing to remain where you are instead of stepping into what is next. I see your heart, and I know that you desire something better, something greater, and something that reflects the prayers you have been holding on to. I am not denying you. I am guiding you even when it feels uncomfortable or uncertain. The path forward requires your attention, your obedience, and your willingness to trust me beyond your understanding. When you choose to follow what I am showing you, you move closer to the breakthrough that has been waiting for you. But if you continue to ignore this call, the moment will pass, and what was meant for you will not remain in your hands. What you do next matters more than what you have done before, because I am looking at your response in this present moment. I am not holding your past against you, but I am watching how you handle the opportunity that is now in front of you. This is where your breakthrough is either claimed or quietly slips away. You cannot treat this like something you will return to later, because later is not where this door exists. It exists now in your awareness, in your choice, and in your willingness to take what I am saying seriously. There are moments in your life that carry more weight than others, and this is one of them. I am pressing on your spirit because I see the value of what is attached to your obedience. You may not fully understand what is being shifted behind the scenes, but your response is connected to things that go beyond what your eyes can see. Every time you ignore what I am placing on your heart, you are stepping away from alignment with what I have already arranged. That is why this feels urgent, because delay in this moment has consequences that stretch further than you realize. Type yes to affirm. You have felt it already. That inner pull that keeps reminding you that something needs to change, something needs to be addressed, and something cannot stay the same any longer. That feeling is not random. It is my voice reaching you in a way that you cannot ignore. I am guiding you gently, but I am also speaking firmly because I know what is at stake. If you keep pushing this aside, you will create a distance between you and the breakthrough you have been asking for. That distance is not something I want for you, but it is something your choices can create. Why are neuroscientists calling this a wealth trigger? Because over 19,547 people are already using this 9-word password, and their lives are changing fast. Unexpected deposits, cleared debts, a completely upgraded lifestyle. Scientists say it taps into a 150-million-year-old brain system that controls abundance and financial flow. It's already changed the lives of thousands in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. I need you to understand that your blessing is not being taken away out of punishment, but it can be reassigned because of inaction. There are others who are ready, others who are paying attention, and others who are willing to move when I speak. I do not want you to watch from a distance as someone else steps into what was meant for you. That is why I am speaking with such clarity and urgency, because I want you to recognize the seriousness of this moment. Your response determines whether you step forward or remain where you are. You have received signs before, quiet reminders that pointed you in the right direction, but you treated them like something you could return to later. I am telling you now that this is not one of those moments that can be delayed. This requires your attention now, your decision now, and your action now. If you keep delaying, you are not simply waiting. You are choosing to remain in the same place while the opportunity continues forward without you. I do not want that outcome for you, and that is why I am speaking so directly. Type 777 to receive blessings. A shift is happening around you, even if you cannot fully see it yet. Doors are being prepared, connections are being aligned, and situations are being arranged in your favor. But all of this is connected to your willingness to step into what I am asking of you. If you hesitate, if you doubt, or if you ignore this call, you disconnect yourself from the flow of what is already being prepared. This is not about forcing you. It is about inviting you into something greater, something that matches the prayers you have been carrying in your heart. You are not being asked to do something impossible, but you are being asked to trust beyond what feels comfortable. The hesitation you feel is not because you are unable to do it, but because you do not know what will happen next. I am asking you to move anyway because your breakthrough is waiting on the other side of that step. You do not need to see the whole path. You only need to take the step I am placing before you. When you do that, you open the door for the next instruction, the next opportunity, and the next level of what I have prepared for you. I know the fears that try to hold you back, the thoughts that tell you to wait, and the doubts that whisper that this is not the right time. Those voices are not leading you toward your breakthrough. They are keeping you where you are. I am calling you to rise above that, to recognize that this moment requires courage and trust. You are not alone in this, and you are not being left to figure it out by yourself. I am guiding you every step of the way, but you must be willing to follow. There is something specific that I have placed on your heart, something that keeps returning to your attention no matter how much you try to push it aside. That is not a coincidence. That is direction. I am pointing you toward what needs to be done, and I am waiting for you to respond. If you keep ignoring it, you are not just delaying your progress. You are stepping away from alignment with what I have already prepared. This is the moment where you decide whether you will listen or continue to resist. You have been chosen for more than where you are right now, and that is why this call feels so strong. I am not trying to take something from you. I am trying to lead you into something greater. But you cannot carry everything from your current place into your next level. There are things that must be released, decisions that must be made, and actions that must be taken. If you refuse to do that, you will remain in a place that was never meant to be permanent. I am speaking to you with urgency because I love you, and I want you to step into what has already been prepared for you. This is not about fear, it is about awareness. I want you to see clearly what is in front of you so that you do not miss it. You are closer than you think. But closeness does not guarantee possession. You must reach out, you must respond, and you must take the step that brings you into alignment with what I have already arranged. When you delay action, you are not protecting yourself. You are holding yourself back from what I have already positioned for you. I need you to recognize that this moment is not repeating itself, and what you do with it will shape what comes next in your life. There are patterns that you have carried for a long time, ways of thinking and reacting that have kept you comfortable but also limited. I am bringing those patterns into the light because they cannot follow you into the place I am taking you. If you hold on to them, they will slow down your progress and create resistance where there should be movement. You must be willing to let go of what feels familiar in order to receive what is new. This is not loss. This is preparation for something that requires a different version of you. Type 222. If you trust God, you have been waiting for a sign that it is time, and I am telling you clearly that this is that sign. You have been hoping for confirmation, and what you are feeling right now is exactly that. I am not speaking in hidden ways in this moment. I am speaking directly so that you cannot miss the meaning. The urgency you feel is not pressure without purpose. It is a push towards something that has been waiting for your agreement. When you choose to move, you activate what has already been aligned for you. A leaked 9-word password is quietly transforming people's financial lives. More than 19,000 people have already used it to attract wealth, freedom, and peace. People are using it daily from their couch, and reporting real financial breakthroughs. Scientists say it activates deep brain pathways linked to money, working far faster than traditional methods. This was once hidden by elites, and now it's spreading too fast. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There is something within you that already knows what step needs to be taken. Even if your mind is trying to question it, that knowing is not coming from fear. It is coming from guidance. I place that awareness in you so that you would not be lost in uncertainty. When you ignore that inner clarity, you create confusion that was never meant to be there. I need you to trust what you already sense, because that is where your next step is found. You have spent time asking for change, asking for growth, and asking for a breakthrough that would shift your situation. I have heard those requests, and I have been preparing the answer even when you could not see it. Now the answer is standing before you in the form of a decision that must be made. This is where your faith becomes visible, not in what you say, but in what you do. When you act on what I have shown you, you show that you are ready to receive what you have been asking for. Type 10 to claim miracles. I know that part of you is still holding back because you are thinking about what could go wrong. You are imagining outcomes that have not even happened, and those thoughts are trying to slow you down. I am telling you to shift your focus from fear to trust, because fear will always keep you in place. Trust is what moves you forward, even when the path is not fully clear. You do not need every detail to take the next step. You only need the willingness to follow where I am leading you. What you are stepping into is not random. It is intentional and carefully prepared. I have already gone before you and made a way even in places where you thought there was none. The obstacles you are worried about are not stronger than the path I have created for you. When you move with faith, you will begin to see how things start to align in ways that you could not have planned. This is how you will know that you are walking in what I have prepared. Do not let the opinions of others become louder than the direction I am giving you. Not everyone will understand what you are doing, and not everyone will support it. That does not mean you are on the wrong path. It means you are being led in a way that is personal to you. I am guiding you based on what I know is best for your life, not based on what others expect or approve. When you follow me, you are not following the crowd. You are following purpose. There is also a need for you to release the weight of past disappointments that have been influencing your decisions. What did not work before is not a reflection of what will happen now. You have grown, you have learned, and you are not the same person you were before. I am not leading you into the same outcome. I am leading you into something different. If you carry the fear of the past into this moment, you will limit what you are able to receive. You are closer than you realize, but closeness requires movement to become reality. Standing near the door is not the same as walking through it. I am asking you to take that step, even if it feels uncertain at first. When you move, you will begin to see how things open up in front of you. This is not something you need to force. It is something you need to respond to with faith. I am with you in this process. Not watching from a distance, but guiding you through each step. You are not expected to do this alone, and you are not left without support. Every step you take in alignment with what I am showing you brings you closer to the breakthrough that has been waiting for you. But if you remain still, that breakthrough will not move toward you because it is connected to your willingness to act. The urgency you feel is not meant to overwhelm you. It is meant to wake you up to what is standing right in front of you. If you choose to stay where you are, nothing will shift. But if you respond, everything can begin to move in a new direction. There is a moment in every life where waiting must end and movement must begin. And you are standing in that moment now. You have spent time hoping, believing, and asking. And all of that has brought you to this point of decision. I am showing you that your breakthrough is not locked away. It is within reach, but it requires your participation. You cannot expect change while remaining in the same position, because transformation always requires a step forward. This is the step that determines whether you stay in delay or enter into fulfillment. Type 1212. If you trust in Jesus, you have felt hesitation rise within you, and you have allowed it to slow your response. But hesitation is not your guide in this moment. I am your guide, and I am leading you towards something that has purpose and meaning attached to it. When you listen to hesitation, you stay where you are. But when you listen to me, you begin to move toward what has already been prepared. The difference between those two paths is the difference between delay and breakthrough. I need you to recognize that hesitation is not protecting you. It is holding you back. There is something specific that has been placed in your heart, something that continues to return to your thoughts even when you try to ignore it. That is not something you created on your own. That is direction being given to you. I am reminding you again because I do not want you to miss it, and I do not want you to lose what is connected to it. When you ignore that direction, you are not avoiding risk. You are stepping away from purpose. This is why I am speaking again, because I want you to choose alignment over avoidance. Type 555 to receive guidance. What secret did elites use to attract wealth so easily? A simple 9-word password now leaked to the public. People are using it daily and watching money flow into their lives like never before. Scientists say it activates an ancient brain system tied directly to abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. It's already helped thousands become debt-free in just weeks. But this breakthrough is under pressure and may disappear at any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. You must understand that your breakthrough is not only about what you receive, but also about who you become in the process. I am shaping you through your response, strengthening your trust, and building your readiness for what is ahead. If everything was given to you without your participation, you would not be prepared to sustain it. That is why this moment requires your action, because your action is part of your preparation. When you move with faith, you are not just receiving, you are becoming ready to carry what you receive. There are things you have been holding on to that are no longer meant to remain in your life. And I have been showing you this repeatedly. It may be habits, thoughts, or even certain attachments that are keeping you tied to a place that you have outgrown. I am not asking you to let go to take something away from you. I am asking you to let go so that you can receive something better. When your hands are full of what no longer serves you, you cannot hold what I am trying to place in them. Release is not loss. It is preparation for increase. You have been concerned about making the wrong move, and that concern has kept you from making any move at all. I am telling you that standing still is not the safer option. It is the option that guarantees no change. When you trust me and take the step I am placing before you, you are not stepping into uncertainty alone. I am with you in that step, guiding you and supporting you in ways you may not even notice at first. Your breakthrough is not waiting for perfection. It is waiting for your willingness. The time for overthinking has passed, and the time for responding has arrived. You have considered this long enough, and now you must choose what you will do with what you know. Knowledge without action will not change your situation, but action aligned with what I have shown you will open doors that have been closed. I am not asking you to understand everything. I am asking you to trust me enough to move. That trust is what unlocks what has been waiting for you. You are not being left behind, but you can choose to remain where you are if you continue to ignore this call. I do not want that for you, which is why I am speaking with urgency again. I want you to step into what has your name on it, to receive what you have been asking for, and to walk into a new level of your life. But this cannot happen without your response. I will not force you, but I will continue to call you because I want you to experience what I have prepared. There is still time, but that time is not unlimited, and this moment will not last forever. What you are hearing now is your opportunity to respond while the door is still open. Do not assume that you can come back to this later and find it the same, because moments like this are tied to timing. When the time passes, the opportunity moves forward, and you may find yourself wishing you had responded sooner. That is why I am urging you now, not later, but now. You are capable of taking this step, even if it feels difficult, because I would not place it before you if you were not able to handle it. I know your strength, I know your heart, and I know what you are capable of becoming. This is not beyond you. It is within your reach, but you must decide to move toward it. When you do, you will begin to see how everything starts to come together in ways that confirm you are on the right path. Remaining where you are may feel comfortable for a moment, but it will not bring you the breakthrough you have been asking for. Movement, even when it feels uncertain, is what opens the way for what has been waiting for you. You have been given enough clarity to take the next step. Even if you do not see the full picture ahead, I do not reveal everything at once because your journey requires trust, not complete visibility. The step in front of you is clear enough, and that is all you need to begin. When you wait for complete understanding, you delay what could already be in motion. I am asking you to move with what you know, because what you know right now is enough to begin. Type 8, 8, 8 to receive strength. There are voices that will try to distract you, thoughts that will try to convince you that this is not the right time, and feelings that will try to pull you back into hesitation. I am telling you that those distractions are not leading you toward your purpose. They are designed to keep you from stepping into what has already been prepared for you. You must learn to recognize the difference between my guidance and the noise around you. My guidance brings clarity and direction, even if it challenges your comfort. You are not meant to carry uncertainty as a reason to stop, because uncertainty is often part of stepping into something new. If everything felt certain, it would not require faith, and your growth would remain limited. I am leading you into a place where you will learn to trust me more deeply. That trust is not built in stillness, it is built in movement. When you take the step I am placing before you, you begin to see how I meet you in that step. Type 33 to walk by faith. You have been waiting for confirmation that you are not alone in this, and I am telling you that I am with you in every part of this process. I am not sending you forward without support. I am walking with you as you move. The path may feel new, but you are not navigating it by yourself. Every step you take in alignment with what I am showing you is supported by my presence. You do not need to carry the weight of this decision alone, because I am already with you. Why are thousands suddenly becoming financially free? Because they discovered a 9-word wealth password hidden in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected money, cleared debts, and new opportunities. Some say the results feel almost divine. Scientists confirm it activates a powerful ancient part of your brain linked to wealth and abundance. But now that it's leaked, it won't stay available for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There is also a need for you to release the belief that you must have everything figured out before you act. That belief has been holding you back, keeping you in a place of waiting instead of moving. I am not asking you for complete understanding. I am asking you for obedience to what you already know. When you act on what you know, you will begin to understand more as you move forward. Clarity often comes through action, not before it. You have been given opportunities before that you did not fully step into, and you have seen how those moments passed. I am reminding you of that, not to bring regret, but to bring awareness. This is not the same moment, but it carries the same potential to be missed if you do not respond. I do not want you to look back on this and wish you had taken it seriously. I want you to step into it now so that you can experience what it leads to. You are not unprepared even if you feel unsure. I have been preparing you through every experience you have gone through, shaping you for this moment. What you have learned, what you have overcome, and what you have grown through has brought you here. This is not a sudden demand. It is the next step in a process that has been unfolding in your life. Trust that you have what you need to begin, because I would not bring you to this point without equipping you for it. Do not let the fear of making a mistake keep you from making a move. Staying still is not the absence of mistakes. It is the absence of progress. When you move with trust, even if you do not get everything right immediately, you are still moving forward. I can guide you, correct you, and lead you as you go. But I cannot move you if you refuse to take the step. Your willingness to move is what allows me to direct your path more clearly. You are being called to rise above what has been holding you back, to step beyond what feels familiar, and to enter into what has been prepared for you. This is not a call to remain where you are. It is a call to move forward with purpose. I am not asking you to do this perfectly. I am asking you to do this faithfully. When you respond with faith, you align yourself with what I have already set in motion for your life. This is your moment to act, not later, not when everything feels easier, but now, while the opportunity is present. I am calling you to take the step that leads to your breakthrough, to respond to what you have been shown, and to move forward with trust. Do not let this pass you by, because what is in front of you is connected to what you have been asking for. If you remain in hesitation, you will continue to stand at the edge without stepping into what has already been prepared. I am calling you again because I want you to cross that line and enter into what has your name on it. There is a weight in your spirit that you cannot ignore, and it keeps returning because it is connected to something important. I am allowing you to feel this urgency so that you do not treat this moment lightly. When something is meant to change your life, it does not come quietly and fade away. It presses on you until you respond. That pressure is not meant to harm you. It is meant to guide you into action. If you keep resisting it, you will remain in a place that no longer matches where you are meant to be. Type 4 to receive peace. You have been asking for a shift, and I have brought you to the point where that shift can begin. The responsibility now is not on waiting but on responding. You cannot keep asking for change while refusing to take the step that allows that change to happen. I have placed the opportunity in front of you, and I am asking you to meet it with action. This is not about rushing without thought. It is about moving with clarity that has already been given to you. There are things you have been delaying because you are hoping for a moment when it feels easier. But that moment may not come in the way you expect. Growth often requires stepping into discomfort because comfort is what keeps you where you are. I am not leading you into harm. I am guiding you into transformation. The discomfort you feel is not a sign that you should stop. It is a sign that you are moving beyond what has been restricting you. When you move through it, you will begin to see what is waiting on the other side. Type 999 to claim favor. You must also understand that your breakthrough is connected to timing, and timing requires your participation. I have aligned certain moments, certain connections, and certain opportunities to meet you when you move. If you delay, those alignments can shift, and what was meant to meet you may pass by. This is why I am speaking with urgency, because timing is not something that waits forever. When I bring you into a moment like this, it is because everything has been aligned for you to step into it. You are not missing what you need to move forward. Even if it feels that way, I have already placed strength, wisdom, and ability within you to take the next step. What you are feeling is not a lack of readiness. It is the challenge of moving beyond what feels familiar. I am calling you to trust what I have placed inside you, because that is part of how you move forward. When you trust that, you begin to act with confidence instead of hesitation. There is also a need for you to release the belief that you must wait for perfect conditions. Perfect conditions are not what create breakthroughs. Aligned actions do. If you wait for everything to feel ideal, you may keep waiting while opportunities move past you. I am not asking you to wait for perfection. I am asking you to respond to what is already clear. When you move in alignment, you create the conditions for things to begin shifting in your favor. Why are more than 19,547 people suddenly attracting unexpected wealth? Because they began using a strange 9-word password discovered in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, debts being cleared, and upgraded lives. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. This password was quietly used by elites until a neuroscientist exposed it. Now it is spreading quickly and could be removed at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted forever. You have been given reminders before, and you have seen how ignoring them led to missed opportunities. I am bringing that awareness back to you, not to create regret, but to bring clarity. This is another moment that carries weight, another opportunity that can lead to change. I do not want you to look back on this and wish you had responded. I want you to move now so you can experience what this moment is meant to bring into your life. You are not being asked to take a step without support, because I am with you in every part of this. I am guiding you, strengthening you, and preparing the way as you move forward. You may not see everything all at once, but you will begin to see enough as you continue taking each step. This is how your path unfolds. Not all at once, but step by step as you respond. Your breakthrough is not something you have to force. It is something you step into through alignment. Do not allow doubt to become louder than the clarity you have already received. Doubt will always try to question what is possible, but I am showing you what is already prepared. When you focus on doubt, you shrink back. But when you focus on my guidance, you move forward. This is the choice you are facing in this moment, and your response will determine your direction. I am calling you to choose movement over hesitation, faith over fear, and action over delay. This is not the time to step back. It is the time to step forward. I am urging you to respond while the opportunity is still present, while the alignment is still in place, and while the door is still open. What you do now will shape what comes next. And I want you to step into what has already been prepared for you. Do not let this moment pass. Do not ignore what you feel, and do not delay what you know needs to be done. What you choose to do right now will either bring you closer to what you have been asking for, or keep you in the same place where nothing changes. I am urging you to see clearly that delay is not neutral. It is a decision that shapes your outcome. There is a voice within you that keeps reminding you of what needs to be done. And that voice has not left you because it is not meant to be ignored. I am speaking through that awareness, guiding you toward a step that matters more than you realize. You may try to silence it, distract yourself, or convince yourself that it can wait, but it continues to return. That is because it is connected to something important, something that is meant to shift your life. When you respond to it, you align yourself with what has already been prepared. Type 666 to receive clarity. You have been standing at this place long enough, thinking, considering, and waiting for something else to happen before you move. I am telling you that what you are waiting for has already come, and it is this moment. There is no additional sign needed, no further confirmation required, because what you feel right now is the confirmation. When you keep waiting beyond this, you are not being careful. You are being held back by hesitation. I am calling you out of that hesitation and into movement. You must also recognize that your breakthrough is not separate from your obedience. It is connected to it, shaped by it, and released through it. When you move in alignment with what I am asking of you, you step into what has been prepared. When you refuse to move, you create a distance between yourself and that breakthrough. This is not about earning anything. It is about positioning yourself to receive what is already yours. Your response determines that position. Type 11. If you walk by faith, there are things you have been holding on to that are slowing you down. Not because they are bad in themselves, but because they are no longer meant to remain with you in this season. I have been showing you this, bringing it to your attention and prompting you to release it. If you continue to hold on to what I have asked you to let go, you will find it harder to move forward. Letting go is not about losing. It is about making space for what is coming. When you release what no longer belongs, you open your hands to receive what I am placing there. You have also been allowing fear of the unknown to influence your decisions, and that fear has been keeping you in a place of delay. I am telling you that the unknown is not something to fear when I am the one leading you. You do not need to see every detail to take the next step. You only need to trust that I am guiding you. When you move with that trust, you begin to experience how I make a way where there seemed to be none. This is how your path unfolds, not through complete certainty, but through continued trust. There is a part of you that knows you are ready, even if another part of you is unsure. I am speaking to that part that knows, that part that has been growing, learning, and preparing. You are not the same person you were before, and you are not meant to remain in the same place. I have brought you through things that have strengthened you for this moment. This is not sudden. It is the result of a process that has been unfolding in your life. Do not allow the weight of past mistakes to hold you back from present obedience. What has already happened does not define what you can do now. I am not asking you to go back. I am asking you to move forward. Your past does not disqualify you, but your unwillingness to act in this moment can limit what you step into next. I am giving you a fresh opportunity, and I want you to take it without carrying what no longer belongs to you. Can 9 simple words really change your financial life? More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. Brain experts were shocked when they discovered this password works up to 20 times faster than the law of attraction. People are repeating it daily and watching money flow like water into their lives. Some even believe the results are so powerful, it feels divine. But this breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. You are being invited into something greater, something that reflects the prayers you have been holding on to. This is not a small step. Even if it seems simple, it is a step that leads to a larger shift. One that you will begin to see as you move forward. When you take it, you activate what has been waiting for you. When you delay, you keep that activation from happening. I am not calling you to struggle. I am calling you to trust. I am not calling you to confusion. I am calling you to clarity. Everything you need to take the next step has already been placed within you. And I am reminding you of that so that you do not hold back. When you move with what you have, you begin to see how more is given to you along the way. This is how you grow into what has been prepared for you. This moment is still open, but it is not without limit. And I need you to respond while you still can. I am urging you to take this seriously, to act on what you have been shown, and to move forward with trust. Do not wait for another time. Do not look for another sign, and do not allow hesitation to keep you where you are. This is your moment to step into what has been prepared for you. The moment is active, and your response is the key that unlocks what has been prepared. If you continue to stand still, you are not preserving the opportunity. You are slowly stepping away from it. There is something within you that feels the weight of this, and it is not something you imagined. I am allowing you to feel it so that you understand the importance of what is in front of you. This is not just another moment that will pass without impact. This is a turning point. What you choose here will shape what follows in your life. I want you to choose movement, because movement is what carries you into the next level of what I have for you. Type 1313 to receive direction. You have been standing between two choices, one that feels safe and one that requires trust. The safe choice keeps you where you are, while the step of trust leads you forward. I am calling you toward the step of trust, because that is where your breakthrough is found. Safety without growth will leave you in the same place, repeating the same patterns. Trust may feel uncertain, but it leads you into something new, something that reflects the prayers you have been holding on to. You must also understand that your delay does not stop what I am doing. It only changes your position in it. What I have prepared will still move forward, but your participation in it depends on your response. If you choose not to move, someone else who is ready will step into what you have been waiting for. This is not because I have turned away from you, but because the opportunity requires a response. I am telling you this clearly so that you do not misunderstand the seriousness of this moment. Type 1414 to claim alignment. You have felt moments before where you knew you should act, but you allowed hesitation to take control. Those moments passed, and you saw how the opportunity moved on. I am bringing that memory back to your awareness so that you recognize the pattern. This is another moment like that, but it carries even greater weight. I do not want you to repeat the same response and experience the same outcome. I want you to choose differently this time, to move when you feel the call instead of waiting. There is also a need for you to quiet the noise around you, because distractions have been pulling your attention away from what matters. I am speaking clearly, but you must be willing to listen above everything else. When you allow distractions to take your focus, you weaken your ability to respond. I am asking you to bring your attention back to what you feel right now, to recognize that this is not something to set aside. Your focus in this moment is part of how you respond. You are not lacking strength. Even if you feel unsure, I have already placed within you what you need to take this step. What you are feeling is not weakness. It is the challenge of stepping into something new. When you move, you will begin to see that you are more capable than you thought. This is how you grow. By stepping beyond what feels familiar and into what I am leading you toward. There is something important about this moment that you must not ignore, and that is the timing. Timing is not random. It is aligned with what I am doing in your life. I have brought you to this point because everything is ready for you to step into it. If you delay, you may find that the alignment shifts and the opportunity is no longer the same. That is why I am urging you to respond now while everything is still in place. You have been given clarity even if it does not feel complete. That clarity is enough to begin, and beginning is what matters in this moment. You do not need to have everything planned. You only need to take the step that is in front of you. When you do, you will begin to see how the next step becomes clear. This is how your path unfolds, Not all at once, but one step at a time as you respond. Do not allow fear to convince you that waiting is the better choice. Waiting in this moment is not leading you forward. It is holding you back. I am calling you to move, to act, and to trust that I am guiding you. When you respond with faith, you step into what has already been prepared for you. This is not something you have to create. It is something you have to step into. What if attracting wealth didn't require hard work, just the right words? This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free, financially free individuals. Scientists say each of these 9 words activates a hidden abundance center deep in your brain. People are using it from home and seeing results in just weeks. It was never meant for the public, and now that it's out, the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You are still being invited into something greater, something that reflects the desires you have been carrying. I am not closing the door. I am holding it open, but I will not hold it open forever. Your response determines whether you walk through it or remain where you are. I want you to walk through it, to step into what has your name on it, and to experience the breakthrough that has been waiting for you. There is a quiet knowing within you that keeps rising even when you try to ignore it. That knowing is not confusion. It is clarity that has been given to you. I am speaking through that awareness, guiding you toward what needs to be done. When you push it aside, you create a distance between yourself and what is already ready for you. I need you to stop treating that inner direction as something optional. It is not optional. It is essential to what comes next in your life. Type 1515 to receive courage. You have been standing at this point longer than you realize, thinking that more time will make the decision easier. I am telling you that more time will not change what needs to be done. It will only increase the chance that the opportunity moves forward without you. I am not calling you to rush without understanding. I am calling you to act on the understanding you already have. This is where your faith becomes real. Not in waiting, but in moving. You may feel like you need more assurance, more confirmation, or more certainty before you take the step. I am telling you that what you feel right now is the confirmation you have been waiting for. The urgency, the repeated thoughts, and the sense that something cannot be ignored are all part of that confirmation. If you continue to wait for something else, you may miss what has already been given. This is the moment where you must decide whether you will trust what you have received. Type 1616 to claim breakthrough. There are things you have been holding on to that are not meant to follow you into the next season of your life. They may feel familiar. They may feel safe, but they are not aligned with where you are going. I have been showing you this, bringing it to your attention in ways that you cannot ignore. If you continue to hold on to them, they will weigh you down and slow your progress. Letting go is not easy, but it is necessary for you to move forward. You have also been allowing doubt to take up space in your mind, questioning whether you are ready or capable. I am telling you that doubt is not your guide, and it does not reflect the truth about you. I have prepared you for this moment, even if you do not see it fully. Every experience you have gone through has shaped you for what is now in front of you. You are not unprepared. You are being called to step into what you are already ready for. There is something important about this step that you must not overlook, and that is the impact it will have beyond what you can see. This is not just about your immediate situation, it is about what unfolds after you respond. When you take this step, you begin a chain of events that leads to something greater. If you do not take it, that chain remains inactive. Your response is the starting point for what comes next. You must also understand that your breakthrough is not something that happens without your participation. I have done my part in preparing it, aligning it, and bringing you to this moment. Now, it is your turn to respond. If you refuse to move, you are not just waiting. You are choosing not to enter into what has been prepared. I do not want you to miss this, which is why I am speaking to you again with urgency. You have felt moments like this before, moments where you knew something needed to be done, but you allowed hesitation to take over. Those moments passed, and you saw how the opportunity moved on. I am reminding you of that, not to bring regret, but to bring awareness. This is another moment like that, but it carries even greater potential. I want you to respond differently this time, to choose movement instead of delay. Do not let comfort become your reason for staying where you are. Comfort may feel safe, but it will not lead you into growth. I am calling you beyond what feels familiar, because what is familiar is no longer enough for where you are going. This is not a step backward. It is a step forward into something greater. When you move, you will begin to see how everything starts to align in ways that confirm you are on the right path. You are not alone in this. Even if it feels that way at times, I am with you, guiding you, strengthening you, and making a way as you move forward. You do not need to have everything figured out. You only need to take the step that is in front of you. When you do, you will begin to see how the next step becomes clear. This is how your path unfolds. Not all at once, but one step at a time. You are still being given this chance because I have not turned away from you, and I have not withdrawn what I prepared for you. I am holding it in place, watching to see if you will rise into alignment with what I am asking. This is not about pressure without purpose. It is about calling you into something that matches the depth of your prayers. You have asked for change, for movement, and for a breakthrough that would shift your life. Now that moment has come, and your response is what determines whether you step into it or watch it pass. Why are neuroscientists calling this a wealth trigger? Because over 19,547 people are already using this 9-word password, and their lives are changing fast. Unexpected deposits, cleared debts, a completely upgraded lifestyle. Scientists say it taps into a 150-million-year-old brain system that controls abundance and financial flow. It's already changed the lives of thousands in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. There is a seriousness to this moment that you must not ignore because it is not repeating itself in the same way. You may have experienced similar feelings before, but this carries a different weight. I am speaking to you with clarity so that there is no confusion about what is required. You are not being asked to wait any longer. You are being asked to act on what you already know. When you delay beyond this point, you are not being careful. You are moving away from what has already been arranged. Type 1717 to receive favor. You have been carrying a feeling that something needs to change, and that feeling has not left you because it is connected to this moment. I have allowed it to remain so you would not miss what is in front of you. When you try to ignore it, it returns because it is not meant to be dismissed. That is my way of guiding you, bringing your attention back to what truly matters. If you continue pushing it aside, you will remain where you are instead of moving into what comes next. Type 1818 to claim protection. There is something important about your willingness in this moment, because willingness is what opens the door to what has been prepared. I am not asking you to be perfect. I am asking you to be willing to move. When you choose willingness instead of hesitation, you create room for change to happen. That is how breakthroughs begin, not through waiting, but through responding. Your willingness is more powerful than you realize, because it shifts your position from standing still to moving forward. You must also understand that the longer you remain in delay, the easier it becomes to stay there. What feels like a small hesitation now can become a pattern that keeps you from moving at all. I do not want that pattern to take hold in your life, because it will keep you from stepping into what I have for you. That is why I am speaking now, to break that pattern before it becomes something that holds you back. This is your moment to choose differently. You have been given enough clarity to take the next step, even if the full picture does not feel complete. I do not give you everything at once, because your journey requires trust. When you move with the clarity you have, more will be revealed as you go. This is how you grow into what has been prepared for you. If you wait for complete understanding, you will remain where you are while the opportunity moves forward. There is also a need for you to release the belief that you must feel ready before you act. Readiness is often revealed through action, not before it. When you take the step, you begin to see how prepared you truly are. I have already placed within you what you need, even if you do not fully recognize it yet. Trust that what you have is enough to begin. You are not being asked to do something impossible, but you are being asked to move beyond what feels familiar. That is where growth happens, and that is where your breakthrough is found. Staying where you are will not bring the change you are asking for. Movement is what creates that change, and movement requires a decision. This is the decision standing before you. Now, you must also understand that your breakthrough is not separate from your obedience. It is connected to it, shaped by it, and released through it. When you move in alignment with what I am asking, you step into what has been prepared. When you refuse to move, you create distance between yourself and that breakthrough. I do not want you to experience that distance. That is why I am calling you again. There is still time, but that time is not without limit. I am giving you this moment so you can respond while the opportunity is still present. If you delay, you may find that the moment has passed and the alignment has shifted. That is not what I want for you. That is why I am urging you now. Do not wait for another time, because this is the time. You have come too far to remain where you are, and you have grown too much to stay in the same place. I am calling you into something greater, something that reflects the prayers you have been carrying. This is not a small step. It is a step that leads to a larger shift. When you take it, you begin to see how everything starts moving in a new direction. This is how your life changes, one step at a time. Do not let fear speak louder than what you know is right. Fear will always try to hold you back, but I am calling you forward. When you listen to fear, you remain in place, but when you listen to me, you begin to move. This is the choice before you, and your response will determine your path.